Hi there, my name is Craig Hain. My students call me Dr. Dell, and I'm a math teacher, and you're going to learn all about me on this video. But I want to talk to you today about something called the Triad Math SupraCrusader. Now, Triad Math is a company that has a wonderful six-tier math program you're going to learn about in a moment. And I want to talk to you about what we call the $30 30% plan on this video. And this is a PDF now you can download, or you can read it as you're watching the video. Here's what you get to do. You can deliver your family's teenage children the best possible math education program that's available today with 21st century technologies, and that I guarantee you. Now, this program is online, it's interactive, it's available 24/7. There's a forum where your students can ask questions if they need to, tutorial videos, which is me, as you'll learn all about it, along with notes, exercises, quizzes, all kept track of in a learning management system. So the parent and the student both can see exactly where it's all about. And this is all for $1 a day, or possibly much less, as you'll see in a moment. Now, in order to see what it is you're going to be getting with this program, you can go to a website called homeschoolertoday.com. Now, this is aimed at homeschoolers, and anybody today, any parent can homeschool their student in math. And when you go to that website, you'll learn all about it. And in particular, you're going to want to go look at the math curriculum. And so you'll go over to this tab here and hit math curriculum, and that'll show you exactly what you're going to be getting with this math program. Now, this math program has been selling for many years now to hundreds of students for various prices. And so you can go and buy it now directly from Homeschooler Today if you want to. And you can see what the pricing is and all that. I won't get into that now because this is going to be a much better deal for you. This is a 21st century six-tier math program. And for $30 a month, your whole family, now there's a limit of 4, but if you have more than 4 and you contact us, we'll get you in that too. Your whole family has access for $30 a month. On top of that, you can cancel any time and get a full month's refund for that month's payment, however much you paid that month. So for example, if you join now as a Crusader, SupraCrusader, you can learn a great deal of math for a whole month for free. Then if you don't like it for any reason, you get your month payment back, that $30 back. So there's absolutely no risk. So what I want you to do then is to simply go to triadmathinc.com/Crusader and join. And there's going to be a video. This video, in fact, you're going to be watching here, and you can download this PDF if you want to, and you become a Crusader. Now, as I said, the $30 a month thing is you enroll your whole family, and each one of your teenage students, now this is for post-elementary students, is going to obtain an optimal 21st century math education that you will have learned all about at the Homeschooler Today. Now, here's the thing. If you have struggling students, they're going to become successful. This happens all the time. In fact, we've had hundreds of students that struggle with math, and I'm going to show you some testimonials in a minute to demonstrate that. And they'll start being successful. There's no excuse not to be today with modern technology. And if you do have a student that's doing good in math already, they're going to do much, much better. And that's no brag, just fact, as you're going to learn. Now, obviously this applies to homeschoolers, but the facts are all students today can become homeschooled in this math program, whether they're going to a public school or a private school. And as a matter of fact, we have plenty of examples of that too, where students have been going to a public school or a private school, and all of a sudden this really helps them. Now that's the $30 per month plan. So now I mentioned this is a $30 30% plan. So what's the 30% all about? Well, now here's a really interesting thing. Let's say you join this as a crusade, and after let's say the first month you love the program. If you don't love it, you're going to get your $30 back, and that's the end of it. You just learned some math, had some fun, hopefully, and you're done. Didn't cost you anything. Let's say you love the program. Then we're going to give you at that point, going into your next month, a special ID. And you're going to be able to use that ID to tell other families about this SupraCrusader program. Well, you'll now know about it. You've been in it for a month. You've seen what it does. You love it. You're going to stay in it. You tell other families. And here's what's going to happen. If someone you tell with your ID becomes a SupraCrusader, then Triad Math is going to actually then give you a 30% reward for doing that as a thank you for your efforts. And you'll get 30% of whatever that SupraCrusader now spend with Triad Math in the future. Now, there's no limit on how many SupraCrusader families you can bring to us. There's no limit on it. And I'll tell you this, and this is the most important thing of all, they're going to thank you very much for improving their lives. That's really, you're doing two things. One is you're helping your own students get an optimal math education that they're going to love, and then you're helping other families do it with their students, and they're going to really thank you for it. Now, just to see what the effects of that 30% deal is, let's do a little easy math. Let's suppose you go out and you tell a few families you know, and they don't have to be homeschoolers now. These can be just any families that have teenage students going to middle school or high school. And let's say one of them becomes a SupraCrusader using your ID. What are we going to do? What's Triad Math going to reward you? Well, you're going to get $9 a month. That's 30% of $30. $9 a month, as long as this family remains a SupraCrusader. So let's say they like it like you did. Well, after 12 months go by, 12 times 9, $108. You just made $108 for telling them about it. If they stay in for 2 years, $216. Now, a lot of families, if they have multiple students, stay in it for several years. So you're going to be getting $108 every year as long as that family remains a SupraCrusader. Well, a little more math. Let's say you brought in 4 new SupraCrusader families. That's not a lot. I mean, how many families do you know that have teenage students? And not necessarily homeschoolers now. Homeschoolers great, but also going to a public school or private school. Well, let's say you sold several families. You brought in 4 new Crusader families. What's your reward going to be? Well, 9 times 4, $36. And that's per month. Per month. Well, if that happened, in essence, you're still paying $30 a month. So you're going to be basically getting your family's math education at no cost. In fact, you're going to be making a little bit, $6 a month. 36 minus the 30 you're already paying us, right? Now, here's something I want you to be very aware of. And this is especially true if your family could use some extra dollars. And a lot of families can today. What's going on in this world today is incredible. I mean, I don't need to tell you about it. Lots of people are struggling. And this is going to benefit so many people. So there's no limit on how many families that you can bring in as SupraCrusaders. If you go out and start telling lots and lots of people, there's no limit. So let's just say that you went out and started really telling lots of people. And today, with social media and large organizations you might be a member of, you can tell lots and lots of people. You're going to be able to send them to a website this with your ID. And when you do that, let's just say that you brought us 100 SupraCrusader families. Well, how much is that going to make you? Well, do the math. $9 per SupraCrusader per month. That's times 100. $900 a month. So for the year, you're going to make over $10,000, a little more than that. Do the math. And there is no limit. There is no limit, because really there's millions of people that need this. So let's just say that you went on social media somehow. I don't know how you use social media. There's all sorts of ways to use it today. Or maybe you went to some large organization. Maybe you're a member of a large church or some large group, maybe a scout troop, whatever it might be. And let's just say you brought us in 1,000 SupraCrusader families. That's very conceivable. I actually think that some of the SupraCrusaders are going to do that if they're anxious to go spread the word. Well, you do the math. It's not very hard to do, right? If 100 brought you 10,000 a year or more than 10,000, then 1,000 is 10 times that. So it's over $100,000 a year you can make. Now, here's the best thing of all. This is the most important thing of all. You're going to be helping any family you bring to us improve their lives. That's That's really the fundamental motivation for doing it. That's why I do what I do. That's why I've done this program. I'm out to try to help as many families as I can. If there was some way to do this for free for everyone and train millions of families, I would do that. But I can't do it. It costs money to do what we're doing, as you can very well imagine. But just look what you're going to get for $30 a month. Even if you don't bring any families in, just $30 a month, $1 a day, what you're getting. It's incredible. Now, you may say, well, how true is this? Well, we have some testimonials you can watch. I've been doing this for several years now. By the way, this SupraCrusader program is brand new, but we've been doing the homeschooler math and all this math and selling it for years. And so you can go here and look at it. And let's see if I got it right. Testimonials. Now, there's a lot of testimonials here. I would encourage you to read JL's testimonials. She's done 2 testimonials. She's a young lady from Pennsylvania. We got a guy named James Dewey from Florida, and he's been through all 6 tiers. And now, because of it, and you're going to learn about it, it's an unbelievable program. He's now got a full ride scholarship to Emory University. Just amazing. You can read a math teacher's thoughts on Tier 4 and Wolfram Alpha. There's a math teacher that's doing it. We're doing a private school now in Maine, a small private school. And you can go down, and that math teacher down at the bottom, his name is Aaron Farley, Grace Christian Academy, and he's given us 2 video interviews, and you ought to go read those. And we've also got lots of other testimonials. Tyler Hansen gave us a testimonial you ought to read. So these are just I could probably give you hundreds of testimonials. And how much time do you have? If you want to read a lot of them, go down to the bottom, and just on the very first thing you're going to learn is how to master the scientific calculator, the TI-30XA, which is phenomenal. It's what we call Tier 1, and there's 21 testimonials. You can go there, so you can go read those 21 testimonials. And these are real people now. They have their own websites, and they're homeschoolers. And just look what they do. And there's 21 of them. Go read them. Got any doubts about this? Go read them. Okay, so what do we got now? Where am I? Okay, as I said earlier, best of all, you're going to be helping any family that you bring to us improve their lives. That's really why you're doing it. I told you about these testimonials. And you're doing these people a favor, a big favor. Now, here's, you might say, well, okay, what's this all about? What am I going to get as a SupraCrusader? Well, you're going to get access as a SupraCrusader for $30 a month to all 6 tier of our Try and Math 6-tier program. That's everything. It starts with, first of all, it teaches you how to use a scientific calculator. Then it teaches you practical algebra and geometry and trigonometry, all 3 of those subjects in 1 semester. That's Tier 2. People don't believe that. You'll never see that in any other program. You bring me any other program that does what this does, and I'll give you $1,000 just for showing it to me. It doesn't exist. Then there's college prep. That's Tier 3, getting ready for the SAT and the ACT. But what really then, if you have a student that maybe wants to go into science and engineering, STEM math, there's nothing like it today. There's a tool called Wolfram Alpha. That's how you learn today and do STEM math. And I take you all the way through calculus, Tier 5, and differential equation. Never done in high school, and it can be now. That's what James Dewey went through. This is a must for any STEM student. If you've got a student that might possibly be interested in science and engineering, you got to do this program. You have no excuse not to. This 6-tier program is vastly superior to any other math programs out there today. At this point in time, now I'm doing this in the end of July of 2023 is when I'm doing this program. So as of then, now if you're still a doubting Thomas, you go, I don't know. You could go to succeedwithmathsecret.com. We did this some time ago. And for $9.70, you get started. And what that is, that's Tier 1. That's how to use the calculator. You can go to this program right here if you're a doubting Thomas. And here it is, Succeed with Math Secret. And it's basically how to use a scientific calculator, which just turns people around. They love it. And it's $9.70. And it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can't lose any money on it. You can't. In fact, everything I do in life, I guarantee the results, or I don't take your money. I don't want your money. If this isn't an ideal for you, if it's not the best thing you can do with your money, I don't want it. If there's anything at all you can do with your money that's better than this, please go do it. And God bless you. Now, here's a question for you. How many students are in the United States today is going to benefit from this? Would benefit if their family was SupraCrusader? And the answer is millions. So for you to go out and get 1,000 people, that's a drop in a bucket. That's a thimbleful. Maybe just a drop in a bucket. It's a huge bucket. If I actually think I might end up with a SupraCrusader that can use social media in a creative way and literally make $1 million. And that's not a big deal. It sounds like a big deal. In a way, it is a big deal. For the person, it's a big deal. But we're not talking about winning a lottery now. We're talking about going out and helping people. That's what we're talking about. Now, if you've got any doubts about this, I wrote a book very recently. I've written 3 books, and you can get all of them for free, PDF copies for free, going to craighane.com/book. But my most recent book is How and Why Public School Math is Destroying the USA. Now, you can go to Amazon and buy that book for $4.80. In fact, I'll just kind of show you a copy of it right here. If you're watching this on the screen, you can see it. And by the way, why public school math? And by the way, all the math programs out there today that homeschoolers are using, except for Triad Math, are basically the same programs that public schools are using. And I explain in the book why they're destroying the USA, what's wrong with them. By the way, it's not the public school teachers. Don't blame teachers, math teachers. Don't even blame the schools. It's not their fault. It's the math education community that's done it. But I also then tell you the solution to it, which is Triad Math, which is what you're going to be doing if you become a Super Crusader. So I say, become one ASAP. There's no risk at all. There's a lot of gain to your family. This is the website where you are now. And if you just happen to get this video or this PDF and someone sends it to you, click on it, go there. And I'll also tell you, you can contact me anytime you want to. I have a personal website, craighane.com. And you can go there and contact me. Well, who is this guy? Well, I've been around for a long time. I have a PhD in mathematics. I've taught math at all levels, DePaul University, Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, Indiana University, and so on, Oberlin College. I did that for many years when I was a math professor. Then I've done online training and all sorts of things. I applied it to all sorts of business activities. The truth of the matter is I don't do this for money today. I do it because I love it. It's my mission. It's what God has called me to do. It's why I do it. I don't make any money on the deal personally. I don't need money. I don't need it at all. God has provided for me very generously all my life, and so on. And you can go to my website and you can download the syllabus, the 6-tier syllabus, see what you get. You can download, you can go to this book. I did this some years ago, How and Why Homeschool Math Can Be Vastly Superior to Public School Math. That is, you can't get that on Amazon. That is, you either read the PDF of it or watch the videos of it. And you can contact me. There's my phone number. There's my email address. My name is Craig Hain, craig@hain.com. That's my email address. You can email me, talk to me. So that's what this is all about. I want you to become a Super Crusader. There's no excuse, absolutely not to. And I also will tell you, and I think I put this at the bottom, there are people that don't like monthly payments. That's fine and dandy. If you decide you want to be a long-term Super Crusader, you know you want to do it, you can just pay $299 a year, less than $30 a month, save some money. And that way you're not making monthly payments. You can do that. You can do it immediately if you want to, but before you do it, I want you to try it out and make sure you love it. I don't want your money unless you love it. If you don't love it, don't do it. But you're going to love it. I'll guarantee you. So this is a 3-page PDF. Thanks for watching the video. Help students, any students you know, help them get an optimal math education that will be great for them. It'll open up so many things in their life that they can do. If you learn math properly and can apply it to things, it opens up just a plethora of job and career opportunities. And that's what we're doing for people. So you can tell I get excited about it. And I thank you very much for watching this video. And I will hopefully then see you if you become a Super Crusader, because I do Zoom meetings, by the way, for Super Crusaders. And so you'll probably have lots of opportunity to talk to me. And by the way, on my own personal website, I didn't point out to the video library with lots of free videos all about all kinds of math topics you'll find interesting. My most recent one is Math Proves God Exists. Now, I know you already know that if you're a Christian or if you're a religious person, you know that, but math and science prove it now. And so if you got any doubting Thomases on that, go watch that video. So on my website, it's free. Uh, Math Proves God Exists. Anyway, enough of that. Craig Hain, thanks for watching. Best wishes to you. Hope you have a wonderful life. Bye-bye.